Humans are weird. They keep dying, and they like it.
All of our lives will end sooner or later. Death is one of the few things we cannot escape. Lately, one cannot even escape the thought of death. In bookstores today, there are hundreds of books available on the subject. When one turns on the television, it seems that every evening people are telling us about their incredible visions in near-death experiences.
When it comes to be my time, I'm going to really look forward to it.
No one is sure what the near-death experience really is.
The days of denial are over. America bravely stares into the face of death. However, a glance at the bestseller lists reveals that death is being marketed as an almost euphoric experience. Books such as Embraced by the Light, Saved by the Light, and Transformed by the Light are winning huge audiences. Again and again, people with near-death experiences tell us that they saw this wonderful light at the end of the tunnel. And unfailingly, there are always all their previously deceased relatives, neatly lined up, waiting to help the dying person make the transition into the afterlife. Mary T. Brown is a New York psychic. She's had many opportunities to study the other side of life on the astral plane. In her book, Mary T. Reflects on the Other Side, she tells us that life after death will be the best life you'll ever have.
Well, the main purpose of writing my book was to help people overcome the fear of death. I have been working as a professional psychic for the last 15 years. I had these experiences. I've been seeing the afterlife, the other side, since I was a child, between spirits and visions and pictures. But I am not irrational, very rational girl. I think that it's wonderful that the market is open now. I think it is. I think it's wonderful that people are thinking about both sides of life.
Argentine Lino Zerda went to heaven and back after a brutal accident. He returned with totally new abilities. Today he thinks he's an artist. He lives on a boat off the island of Manhattan and even has a gallery to sell his art. Lino has found his paradise on earth.
I think God gave me this gift, you know, because I cannot work no more. So I got to survive. So I got to do something, you know. Because really true, I never in my life, I make paintings. Never, nothing. Nothing can do something like that. Now, today, I use the brush and do anything, you know.
Lino lived through a hair-raising adventure while he was in heaven, and now he's painting every single episode. His paintings might be very naive, in fact, too naive for some, but they are selling. While in heaven, an entity of questionable angelic status was talking to Lino in some weird language. Lino retains a vague memory of what was said to him.
They say, Abba, Hamman, Ramai, Krama, Haramayata, something like that.
I really don't understand all the current excitement about the near-death phenomenon. For hundreds of years, people who have been in coma, people under great circumstances of trauma, hemorrhage, blood loss, have been having hallucinations, and many of them have been somewhat blissful. They have seen God, they have seen angels, they have seen the kinds of things that give them wonderful fantasies. There are good chemical reasons for this. We don't have to resort to supernaturalism to a belief in angels.
The latest fashion in hip-hop is the so-called death rap.
Projects, you know what I'm saying? All the stones, it's like tombstones. It's like a big cemetery here because it's not too many kids who come out of here that make it and survive in the world.
For the first time, no matter what your cultural background, there is an awareness and an obsession with death that none of us can escape.